Namaste, and welcome to TRC, the Renaissance Chronicles, where truth is shared to bring life and light to the dark areas of our lives, healing us all in His name.
Shalom and welcome once again to the Renaissance Chronicles live. I guess you kind of see my little backdrop. I'm feeling the vibe with the energy of the water flow and just being out in nature, and glad to be with you. Family, it's of course a year with crazy things are going on. Weather patterns are they're just uncertain. And that's the word of the show, about being uncertain. There's too many ifs and too many people in control, and I'm just trying to give us some balance in the middle of these things that you don't know, because there's only one thing that I know, and that's who I believe in, and that's it. And this show, by the end of it, I hope we can reach this particular level, because my man said it the best when I just heard the show on the way here. He said, obedience without understanding. Wow, that means you do it and knowing you're doing the right thing, but you don't understand what the end goal is. But you know if you keep doing it, something should happen. But of course, we live in this society where it seems like those people who do the good deeds and good thoughts and things of that nature, those are the people who are unnoticed. Well, family, I'm coming to you, the unnoticed one. With this 39 views of 3,000 or 3 million, whatever it is, we're going to talk about, do you know? What do you know? Every day the sun rises and sets, we know that, but what else do you know about you? Your life, where we going, and so forth. Well, let's see if we can clear the rear view mirror and make things a little bit brighter, because constant faith is going to be the first requirement. What do I know? That's what I know. Faith. That means the verse, of course, that now abideth faith, hope, and charity, these three, but the greatest of these is, no, the verse from so many stories in the Bible and people who want to do things, and I just know they had to have a constant faith, from Moses to Samson and other characters who were in that story and in that particular book. They had to go through things in the region that we don't go through, but they didn't know how they were going to get through it. How are we going to get through this post-COVID, this war, and this spike in economy, this job, the teenagers out of control? Man, come on, family, I'm gonna just be real. They walk around with AR-15s like it's a video game out here, and this is real life. So that's what I know. I got to come and talk to you. It's like right now, it's precious. The one thing you have in your flow is time. So we're going to rock that time, because I got this success, this quote, the thing that I know is that success is not about finances, but about how I come out of this mess. It's not about the finances. I thought so too, but it's how I come out of this mess. And I was thinking of like, who would be the best person? And I was like, yo, the best person that you and I both can recognize. Prodigal son. Yeah, that's right. Think about it. He got all his riches up front. Pops ain't even have to die. He got all of his. So he had the success because of the finances. But that wasn't really what he had. He lost everything because he had what they said was valuable, what they said is successful. So if you want to know you're successful or not, don't look at what you have around you and what you own. Look at what it is about your soul and your existence every day that brings about life. What do you really do? What's your grind really about? And see, if you do that, you'll understand that when he came back home, he realized having little meant having everything. And it wasn't until I learned this valuable lesson that I was like, okay, I had to come to a point in my life, family, where I just didn't know what was going to happen. And after a few days and months and years of trying it out, it's kind of like second nature now. It's like, I don't even know what's going to happen the next day. I plan to go shopping, but whatever else, I don't know. And I don't plan out too far ahead, because I like rocking the uncertain, because the answers always flow. The answers always flow when you are in the synchronicity of the spirit, body, and mind. Get me? So that I know. And it's like something else that I know. The storm is necessary for us to put trust in our Creator. The storm is necessary. Who would be the great person to talk about that? And I was like, Samson, of course, because he was on top of his game. He was running everything. Everybody feared him because they know if he could whip you with a jawbone of an ass, then give him an army and some other guys like him, and yo, it's done. Defeat is in your area. So Samson had this, but he still was like, he thought that was all, but he kept seeing the storm, but he even got deeper into it, and he told his secret, apparently. But then when he was at his lowest, how many of you been at your lowest? How many of you lost every single thing in family and money and all of that? And you thought that you had nothing at all. You did not know. But you here right now. See, that means we got to keep going. That's the hustle on this particular grind about the good life. Greatness, overcoming obstacles daily. The good life is about you keep going when you don't know. See, when you don't worry about successes as the finances, then you'll always have success in your daily movements, one at a time. And then you'll know that the storm is necessary because it's going to help you put trust in that which you don't know. Because all around us, we already know. We've already seen the results. Good, bad, and unnecessary. You feel me, family? So what we know is that you have to start putting a constant faith, as I keep going back. Samson had to have faith. Even when he lied and or whatever he committed his act that caused him to lose his head, he still had to put trust in him. The prodigal son had to put trust in him. You had to do it. How many times have you been in a situation, family? I talk to too many people who lost cars and everything, and it's like, well, the Lord blessed me. I say, all right, well, if he did it that one time, why does it stop that day? We can't change our habits. Whatever we do to get there, you keep doing when you get there. That makes sense to you. Because family, the last one thing I want to share about it is you have to make moves without having what you need. Moses came to my mind, and that rod. Yeah, the rod that turned into a snake. The rod that separated the Red Sea. The rod that performed miracles. The rod that also brought water out the rock. That same rod. He didn't know what he was going to do, but he had that one thing. He still didn't know. It was a day-by-day movement, and he had a bunch of people grumbling behind him. But he had to keep going. He didn't know, but they made it. You didn't know, but you're here. So if you start to put 100% trust in this particular you don't know factor, everything changes. And each day is a fresh awakening, not a scary thought. Or I don't want to get up. Or I don't feel like it's going to work out for me today. No, we can cut all of that out. There's only one thing you need to know, and that's who you believe in and what has gotten you to now. And the thing is, when you walk into now, you don't have to know, because you will always be moving forward. I met people, we've done it too many times. I think I'm at a phase in my life where I've been walking with a blindfold on so long, I don't even know how to do it if I could have regular sight now. I'm so used to doing it with the blindfold on. That's walking by faith, not by sight. And to close this show, because I love you so much, when you walk by faith and not by sight, you get a comfort zone. And the comfort that I want to share with you is with the unknown. Only when you know you don't really need to know, and you go anyway with no answers, just a prepared heart and mind. It's a beautiful life, family. In fact, it's a good life. It's Renaissance. I love you. We're going to have to do some more things. It's now our season, folks, and I'm ready to come see you on a bigger level. But right now, rock with me, love with me, show love, stand on your rock, live the good life. That starts with good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Of course, I am Renaissance. Love always, peace, and blessings.
Praises and continual thanks to everyone who shared in this moment of refreshing water, bringing life and light to our souls. This has been TRC, the Renaissance Chronicles, a Hustle Flow Media production.